Admittedly, in anticipation of witness of Your Devil is a Ghost with Red, I am operating absent of band declaration on particular focus and theming. So the take I'm offering is based on interpretive application in the way that I understand it. And music, generally speaking, open to interpretation, I think, individually. A subjective basis is how we appreciate works with such magnificence. And with Red, I'm just delighted on entrance, but tantalized by the darker direction of this number. Fits an expectancy of an album so named Rated R. You expect that more severe aggression, and with Red, understanding their library of about 13 years exposure, I obviously have a deep knowledge and time spent with this group. Deep relationship, I absolutely love their work. Big in the American Christian-based hard rock scene, but expansive, I think, to anybody's appreciation if you happen to be a metal fan or just an appreciator of good music and you're open to new experiences. And it is my hope that we approach from different angles. Longtime fans, of course, you're welcome. I know there are some of you. And in particular, it's such a delight to get back to covering Red. I promised you that we'd be taking the fulfillment journey of the entirety of Rated R. I've been waiting to do this ever since I brought music coverage on. Some groups, you know, it's a long-time aspiration I'm finally making good on over the last couple of years, and some familiarized talents to me, I've just been waiting for an opportunity to introduce them in a collaborative means, that we can appreciate them together. I think music is best enjoyed that way. And with the hope for any fresh initiate listeners that roots are pitched for you if you're open to exploring good music, but you need new names to fill out your library, which I'm quickly doing on a number of groups. Respects. Quickly maxing out. I'm going to need a new phone pretty soon. Anywho, maybe some of you have not yet welcomed Red's graces, but you're open to humoring them. I hope the Rated R is a delightful experience. So far, we've witnessed 3 pieces in advance, Surrogates, Minus It All, and Cold War in that order, and 1 visualizer as well with Surrogates' Respect, so a reintroduction to that piece, but I've listened already to the collection we've heard thus far several times. Not any of these new numbers, though. We're all taking fresh witness together, and it was not my intention to wait so long, and yet, you know, finally I'm here after how much went on the past couple of weeks. Anyway, Your Devil is a Ghost, our opener into the remainder of the numbers, and what a tantalizing one. Again, like I said, a darker direction, but an assertive introspection, perhaps. Again, I've already perused some of the lyrics, especially the chorus section. We all have demons, perhaps, that we deal with, you know, again, in a figurative sense, or maybe literally. Some of us. I don't know. Yeah. You know, again, music is open to interpretation and application, broadly speaking, in terms of differentiated lives. We all approach from contrasting respects, maybe some overlapping ones. The chorus automatically brings me in. It's a very realistic thread. And I think back in my years of musical connoisseurship, as I call it, what drew me into the metal and rock world. And I've dealt with frequent questioning personally when it comes to people that I know on this topic. Even still to this day, I've dealt with it for years, and it drives me crazy, but I don't mind restating the truth that it's a catharsis. It's the assertiveness and the honesty of metal music and rock music that's so oftentimes welcomed and unapologetic. That immediately lured me in. It's why, in part, I have a deep relationship to music and why I respect it as an art form so much. And you'll probably see why in terms of development with this number. Again, I already sense that drive. You mix in the potential for a pathos draw. We'll see if that takes effect with Your Devil is a Ghost, but again, I'm lured in completely by the title. Automatically, this is approachable and mandated, right? I told you we'd be taking this full album journey. Here I am to do just that, and I'm tired of waiting for myself. And nearly a month after the release, I've held out this long, I'm shocked. But I told you, fresh initiation witness we're going to take mutually from however we approach. And again, if any of you are approaching Red on a fresh lens, I hope you have a fun time. It's my belief that you will. Every artist has impressed me from every song I've ever covered here, and I feel quite honored to, after how many years of wanting to do this, finally spotlight Red and take a full album journey with you. Let's entertain Your Devil is a Ghost and return to Rated R. So far, it's been great, but I love the idea of broadening out. You bring in the strings to fault.
Take blood and light your fire with every word you hear. Through a prism, drain and stay till I
what a dramatic evolution to this number.
destruction is.
You think it's soft and reined in, but then you get that touch on the guttural with the vocals. And it just bears this new face on evolution. Wow.
What a dramatic progression.
The swings on the vocals blended with the string cues. Somewhat delightful there. Quite welcome the stagnation on that line. I wondered what shade we would take in terms of the aggressive lyrics. You sense again a crescendo effect to that destination. Just when does it appear? Wow. You sense it. Wow. I knew our re-entrance would be quite delightful, but I was not ready for that. Again, 13-year history listening to Red, and to my knowledge, I have every song that they've put out on my phone. Or at least on my library. I believe it's all on my phone. I extensively know their body of work from many years past. It's amazing to me how quickly, specifically, they adapt, even over time. There is a progressive growth to these numbers. I've sensed this over the last couple of releases, notably since Gone. And there has been over time, from record to record, different types of attributes that have been... Aesthetics have perhaps been freshened up, but the roots have remained central, for the most part, with maybe some minor deviation from time to time. I think, for example, of like Release the Panic, the one that came off as the most pop-esque, even though the roots were still there, it was a dramatic change on face. And then with a Beauty and Rage, still my favorite album from them to date, there was a return to that original strings default. Even with Release the Panic Recalibrated, there was also that element brought back, because again, it is in high demand with Red listeners, understandably. I love anything with symphonic touch, and they do play more into the hard rock landscape with a bit of a heavy metal appearance as well. Again, rock and metal have a general intersection between the two, so it's fair to, I think, give a wider net to Red's application, and they employ a lot in their numbers. But since A Beauty and Rage going into Gone, I've really seen a new shape form, specifically on the synthetic. And that's how we were introduced via surrogates, right? We were introduced to Rated R on a fresh default. Like, this sounds completely different. There are, to this degree, yes, this album bears such a fresh face, but it is, again, this is true to Red in past experiences. The ambition I greatly admire. You see that chiefly in the surprise of this number. The destinations are completely unexpected. You start thinking, okay, your devil is a ghost, this has a softer face, and watch the growth from the first verse into that chorus. Just even that specific evolutionary period. And the variation amidst that is incredible to me. With, again, those familiarized Red cues. I think there was a lighter synth touch of so, but again, strings default. We return into the symphonic route, which automatically, favorite landscape of mine in the metal territory, symphonic metal, absolutely love it. So anything of that vein. For years though, again, maybe I was just underexposed, I didn't categorize Red as symphonic metal, but that trait has been so often employed. Again, staple trait with them. It's been central for over so many albums, especially these later ones. Gone, Declaration, and now Rated R. It's so beautiful to have a return. And the command on this, though, with the precise execution of where this number goes, oh, it is welcoming. I love it. No wonder you guys were asking for a return. I know, I promised you, right? Maybe there's that element, but now experiencing that, oh my. And following our experience here of Your Devil is a Ghost, again, I've heard 3 numbers anticipation based on, again, what got a single debut. And so the numbers from here are going to be recognized in chronological order, just one after the other. But the drama, just, that is so impressive to me with that piece. And yeah, the catharsis comes through. Even if, again, like on first experience, you immediately get taken away by the ambition and its unexpected destinations. Yes. But that introspection is still there. And there are replicated lines between different verses. There are some that share association. But the potency in the imagery, too, married again with that tone. Take blood and light your fire of every word you hear. Drain and scathe till I walk away. It's such a malevolent idea. Beautifully married to rated R, at least on Title Suspicion. And oh my gosh, so far, we're manifesting a type of tone incredibly well. And I'm saying this not just in respect of Your Devil is a Ghost individually, but in consideration of the other 3 numbers we've humored. This is such a fabulous introduction. Man, I didn't know what I was in for, obviously. 13 years, and I'm still shocked. Anyway, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down below on that one, and how you approach of Your Devil is a Ghost and Red. Longtime fan of his band or fresh initiate witness? It's an ambitious number from them, but again, there's key traits of the roots employed. Very well. I'd love to hear specific thoughts down below. Of course, we're going to continue through Rated R as promised. Next up with Tell Me How to Say Goodbye. And you know, Red does employ a bit of a mixture on tone from some of their past releases. So I'm curious to see on this album if there is a employed variance. I don't know. It could be centrally aggressive, which would be really cool, but I'm open to anything. Just the first taste of what we have again on the aggressive side of Rated R. And the ambitiousness and the evolution of these particular numbers and the surprise effect. Even for me, I've really been experiencing a change of perception over the last couple of years with this group. Their reach expands so much. I always have respect for Red, but for me, I experienced this album and it's like on a whole nother level. I love it. Your Devil is a Ghost. What a charming re-entrance for us. Thank you so much for watching this video. Before you bounce, feel free to drop a like and comment, subscribe to this channel with a ding on the bell, and share this video with your friends. And consider checking out the description here. There you'll find links to my other channels, as well as addresses to my other social media accounts and ways you can help support my work if you feel so inclined. May God bless you, and looking forward to when our paths cross again.